Guys, what's up? IrishEmerald here, coach of your Wexford Wailords, and welcome to our week 10 team building video for the UBL. This is our penultimate matchup this week. Unfortunately, I actually do not know what the result was against Gunnar at this particular time because I actually have to do 2 battles in 1 week. Sucks, I know, but it is what it is. So I will know what the ground or how we are, what we're like going in, you know, to the last 2 matches for our battle against Deebs. Oh man, I suck at names. But Deebs, coach of the Calgary Flame Wheels, the man with the best intro in Pokemon, if you ask me. His awesome intro. And despite what you see on the thumbnail with his losing record, Deebs is actually a well-known Pokemon battler in the league format. And he is exceptionally well known for having a really good late league run of form. So hopefully he doesn't catch us on the bounce, and we can actually pick up the W against him, because I actually do need 2 wins for my final 3 matches. And as I said, I actually don't know. Well, for me, I need 2 wins on my final 3 matches to guarantee me, I believe, the 2nd spot. I think it's the 2nd spot in the playoffs, not the 3rd spot. There's 3 spots. I want number 2 spot. I really want number 2 spot. I think number 1 spot's out of reach. But yeah, I'm gonna go for Deebs' team, which you can see above me now. He's got a Manaphy, which is his Z captain, Necrozma, Alolan Ninetales, Cobalion, Flygon, Mega Pidgeot, Zoroark, Quillfish, Calcleon, Ludicolo, and Dusknoir. So he's got a couple of very scary stuff. Manaphy is terrifying. Manaphy gets the Z skill swap, so if it could get like it could get, say, it could go for the Z skill swap on, say, like Toxapex, get the regenerator, cause a bit of havoc. We were down eventually, then he just swaps back out and Manaphy gets 50% health back, which is nuts. And with the Z skill swap, he gets +1 speed. On top of that as well, Manaphy gets all the access to every single Z move, like Z offensive move that's in its very deep wheelhouse. Like, it has Z Energy Ball, Z Psychic, Z Scald, Z Surf, Z Hydro Pump. Kind of get Z Rain Dance as well to get that +1 speed and get the rain up for itself. So scary, but we have ways and means, and he's got Tail Glow. Can't forget about that. Then we have the Necrozma, which is it's great versatility. I know some people say, oh, it's not that great, but for me, I'm like, well, the mod's really versatile. Like, I think so many people use it, and then so many people over prepping for it. But I think it's just the case where, and then people just got fed up being over prepped for it. Oh my god, apologies for that. Yeah, the Necrozma just kept being over prepped for, and then people just got sick of using it. But I still think it's an exceptionally good Pokemon. It's got the Alolan Ninetales, give him the the Aurora Veil. Flygon can do a lot of things. Cobalion as well as a great pivot, but also a great lane cleaner and all that kind of stuff. Mega Pidgeot is exceptionally fast, and it can hit very hard with Hurricane. And it's got a couple of other nice stuff too, but I think we should have the team to be able to beat him. Now, my big problem is when I actually always have to do team building twice in 1 week is that my teams tend to be very similar, because I kind of look at both teams and figure out how I could beat both, which is not great. That's the reason why I like doing I like having 1 battle a week when it comes to my leagues. But enough of the excuses, Irish. Just cop on. But anyways, my first Pokemon, as always, is going to be our Mega Lopunny with High Jump Kick, Return, Ice Punch, and Power Up Punch. I feel like the Ice Punch would be great here on the Flygon. If it's not Scarf, we can get rid of the Scarf, which is brilliant. Power Up Punch, so that I can get some... so if I can predict the Quillfish to come in and intimidate us, then I can just go Power Up Punch. We get that little juicy HP back, and then I am going, oh, not the juicy HP, we get that +1 attack back. The intimidate doesn't really work, and Quillfish doesn't really have too much that can actually hurt us, so I'm happy enough then if we were down a little bit to go for returns and whatnot. And that's the kind of idea behind that. I didn't feel like I really needed priority. I feel like if Manaphy is probably going to be a Z move with Z Psychic for the Toxapex, which I don't blame it. And if that is the case, then we can kind of come in and we can smack it with a return or High Jump Kick once we warm it down a little bit. So I'm very happy with that. And if that is not the case, I have other, well, if it's not the case where it's not worn down to that point, I have other ways and means to be able to wear that Manaphy down. So I'm not too worried about it. But that is our Lopunny. EV wise, we have 148 in speed with the Jolly Nature, so we outspeed max speed Mega Pidgeot. We have 4 in speed F, 252 attack, and 104 in HP. We have the 104 in HP, so we can get the odd number, and then the rest just dumped into attack. So that's Mega Lopunny, very simple. After that, we got, let me just change that. Oh, big mistake. We have fabled the Mega, what's it called? Mega, whatever. We have fabled our Florges coming back this week with Moonblast, Toxic, Wish, and Defog. 252 HP, 228 speed F, Calm Nature, and 28 in special attack. That EV investment is enough for us to be able to deal with a +3 Manaphy and at around 75-80% health, land a Toxic and put it on a timer, and that's going to be huge for us. Now if he's got the Z Rain Dance up then and the Hydration's there, that's another thing, but I really do not predict the Z Rain Dance here. If it's a Z Rain Dance, like, that's fine and all, but it's like we are just going to be able to just wear it out, like, you know. Where I do actually anticipate to have the Z Psychic because it's so as to help break through the Toxapex. But I do have that special def investment for Florges to be able to come in and sponge those kind of hits off the Manaphy, land a Toxic, and all that kind of good stuff. I have the Wish, so we can Wish Pass Away, and I have Moonblast then as our offensive move. He's got nothing, well, bar the Quillfish that can kind of take Moonblast, like Cobalion. Sorry, bud, but you're half fighting, so that doesn't really work out for you. And the Quill, and yeah, and he got nothing else that kind of wants to come in and just get smacked by that on a continual basis. And then I put Defog on the end because I was kind of figuring out what to do for hazard support, and I'll come to that at the end when we go take a look at Iron Side. But for a long time I had 3 moves, and I eventually decided on Defog for Florges. Moving on from Florges, I am bringing Charmed or Mesprit. A bit of a different set this week, but I think it's going to work out perfectly. I'm rocking out with Psychic, Ice Beam, Shadow Ball on U-turn, 118 HP, 252 speed, and 76 special attack. We speed tie with which one of his Pokemon again? Is it Ludicolo? I think. No, sorry. The Necrozma has 79 base speed, so for us to be able to outspeed that, we need max speed. So that's the reason why we have that. There we go. I knew there was a reason. So I decided to have this thing as my pivot this week. I figured, you know, if we could just kind of pivot in and out of on Jeeves' team, we should be kind of in a really good shape. Because I figured a lot of the time he's going to want to come in, maybe set up the Veil with Ninetales or set up the Tail Glow with Manaphy. And if that is the case, being able to just pivot in and out and being able to sponge hits at the same time would be really, really good for us. So I decided, if that's the case, let's put some HP on it. Give us some max speed. I give ourselves a soft vest so we can actually take it a little bit better. So I can Wish Pass in from Florges into Mesprit. Mesprit takes the incoming attack. We then can actually go for some sort of move to actually smack something really hard, or we can pivot back out, and that gives us nice bit of momentum. That's the idea anyways. So I'm running with Psychic, Ice Beam, Shadow Ball on U-turn. Psychic for the Cobalion, Ice Beam for the Flygon, Shadow Ball for the Necrozma, and then U-turn just to get that pivot going. And then, like, this should really be a really good answer for the Cobalion. To be honest, Zorak can be a bit of an issue. If he brings it, we just got to be careful to U-turn around it. But other than that, we should be kind of good. Sorry, and Psychic for the Quillfish. That's another big thing. This is a really big answer for the Quillfish and being able to wear that thing down. So that's Mesprit. Looking forward, I think, to using it. I think Mesprit can actually put in a bit of work this week, and I'm looking forward to it. After I'm bringing Kalos our Toxapex, 252 HP, 60 defense, 196 speed def, Calm Nature, with Toxic Spikes, Knockoff, Haze, and Scald. Kind of going back to that moveset again this week. I feel it's going to be very, very good. He's got no real answer bar Quillfish to deal with Toxic Spikes, and even then, does he really want to bring in Quillfish the whole time to be worn out? I don't really think so. We have to wait and see. I do actually kind of anticipate the Quillfish as some answer for Mega Lopunny, but at the same time, you know, it's good, and for the Fabled and for Tapu Bulu, but at the same time, we just want to come in and take Woodhammers all day from a Tapu Bulu, and that's for certain, so we have to wait and see how that one works out. But I do have the Toxic Spikes, so we can just plant them on his side of the field. knock off size and get rid of items, particularly if I can get rid of black sludges off the Quillfish or choice scarfs off Flygons and such. Haze, in case he decides to sub, and SD, like what we saw a couple of weeks ago against Serene Grace with his Scizor, or with her Scizor. I think she might plan to do that with Cobalion. Not going to happen. No thanks. Going to haze that away. And then of course Scald, because I feel like we can get burns on this team as well, and it'd be, like, in general, it'd be a nice move to go for. The spread wise, I have a good bit of Spadef investment to kind of help deal with the load of Ninetales. So we have another opponent coming in for a load of Ninetales. I don't want Fable to kind of come in on a load of Ninetales and the Manaphy. I want to be able to case where Toxfest comes in on the low 9-tails, Fable comes in on the Manaphy, and potentially Necrozma if Necrozma is specially orientated. As well, like with Flygon could be physical or special, so I actually want to be able to suss that out too. As well, and I want Toxfest to be my answer to come in for on the Mega Pidgeot. So he's got a lot of special attackers, and I want 2 dedicated special walls and kind of come in and sponge those hits and go from there. Right, that's that. I'm flying through this today for some reason. That's the idea behind that. Hopefully it will work out very, very nice for us. After I decided I wanted a bit more offense, so I decided we'll go for Tapu Bulu. Bring the Choice Scarf set this week. I figured, why not? Rocking out Woodhammer, Superpower, Megahorn, and Stone Edge. I was originally going to go for Zen Headbutt over the Stone Edge, but I figured that Woodhammer smacks Quillfish regardless. So let's just drop that and put Stone Edge on it, so Mega Pidgeot doesn't have as fun of a time against us. Speed investment wise, or the EV set I should say, we have 168 in speed with the John Nature, so we are outspeed the Mega Pidgeot. 252 attack, and then the rest is put into the bulk. 82 in HP, so we have the on number, and then the 6 in the depth after that. Woodhammer, because it's stabbing, it's the most powerful move, so why not? We're going to smack that Manaphy either or. Superpower, so we can smack that Cobalion if it comes in. Megahorn to deal with the Zoroark and the Necrozma. And then last but not least, Stone Edge for the Mega Pidgeot, as I said. The really good thing about this is that if the Manaphy isn't, like, say, a Z skill swap or a Z Rain Dance set and doesn't have that speed boost going, then anytime Manaphy decides I'm going to pick up a kill here, then I bring Tapu Bulu and I was like, right, and just say, right, what you going to do now, son? Because you ain't staying in on me, and because if you do, I'm going to smack you with Woodhammer, and if you think that you're going to, that you outspeed, that's or something like that, then you're wrong, because I'm gonna just break you with the Woodhammer. So that's the idea behind that. Great revenge killer this week, I think. That's the idea behind it. He hasn't really got too many answers to a Woodhammer from Bulu, which is very, very nice. So hopefully it can put the final pieces together. Last but not least, I want to bring Ironside, our fortress, this week. I was very tempted to bring Torkoal. Very, very tempted to bring Torkoal, but I felt like there was too, like, I felt like Quillfish, Flygon, those kind of Pokemon can kind of come in on Torkoal a little bit too much and have their way with them. So I figured, let's not do that. Let's try something else. So I decided to go for Ironside for the fortress this week. Stealth Rock, Gyro Ball, Volt Switch, and Drill Run. So I have a Volt turn combo here, which matches what I was saying with Charmed a wee while ago, where I said I actually want a good bit of pivot action going on against Deeves' team this week. So I have the Volt Switch and the U-turn going, which is brilliant. Gyro Ball, so we smacked out a load of Ninetales. Hidden Power Fire from the load of Ninetales will do a bit, but it has. She'll want. Oh, sorry. He will want to have us weakened to about, 60% for that to happen, and I don't plan on that happening. The Flygon is a bit of an issue because I'm pretty sure Flygon would have fire coverage, and that's fine. Flygon is going to be problematic regardless of what happens. I think Charm is going to be the best Pokemon to deal with that, so that's the reason why we put Charm with the Assault Vest and having the pivot bulk that comes with that role that Charm will be filling this week. I put the Drill Run here so as we can smack the Quillfish, but also so that Cobalion can't just come in and set a sub and SD in front of Fortress thinking, oh, this is going to be grand, but I can just go for Drill Run, break the sub, and then Cobalion's going to be like, well, that was fun. That was fun while it lasted, and I can just keep chipping away at it, and we should be fine. And we'll see from there. But that is the team, you guys. Oh, also, I wanted the 3 moves here on Fortress, and not Rapid Spin, because they all kind of do. They all, for me, they do better. Those 3 moves don't make Fortress as as passive as it would with Rapid Spin. So that's the reason why I don't have Rapid Spin on the Fortress, and I went for Defog on the no, Rapid Spin on the Fortress and put the Defog on Florges instead. That is actually not that easy to say, but that's the team for this week, you guys. Hopefully it picks up the W for us, and I should know by the time I battle Deebs like where we are, because I still haven't battled Gunner or the Uzi Gunner yet. But definitely make sure you check out Deeb's channel in the description down below and all that kind of good stuff. If you guys enjoyed today's video, please click the like button down below for me. If you have any comments on today's video, whether it be good, bad, or different, let me know in the comment section down below, including your thoughts on the team and any predictions you have for the battle. And last but not least, if you want to see more Wexford Wailords action coming away on this channel, or more content in general, please smash that subscribe button down below for me. Click that bell icon, because apparently you need to do that now, which kind of sucks if you want to know when my videos are coming out. And yeah, I'm going to get out of here. As always, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.